Forcing innocent people into what was essentially slave labor was one of the many atrocities committed by Japan during its brutal colonial rule of the Korean Peninsula. An estimated 1.2 million Koreans were forced to work in Japanese industries with little or no pay, resulting in countless casualties due to dangerous tasks and poor working conditions. Now, after more than 70 years, some of the victims may finally receive long overdue compensations. Lee Ji-won has our top story.
After 13 years of trials and appeals, the final ruling is out. South Korea's Supreme Court has decided to uphold the ruling ordering a Japanese steelmaker to pay compensation to 4 Koreans, the company forced to work for it during World War II, when the Korean Peninsula was under Japanese colonial rule. The Japanese company Nippon Steel and Sumitomo Metal Corporation will be required to pay each victim around $87,000 for unpaid work. In its decision Tuesday, the Supreme Court said that a 1965 agreement between Korea and Japan did not terminate the right of individuals to reparations. The Japanese government has been arguing that the agreement concerning the settlement of problems in regard to property and claims and economic cooperation draws a line under the two countries' history. The agreement normalized diplomatic relations between Seoul and Tokyo, and under it, Japan paid South Korea $500 million. Seoul's top court also took issue with the Japanese court's 2003 ruling that claimed colonization is not illegal and that the use of forced labor was not illegal either at the time. Those notions, the Supreme Court said, go against constitutional values. The Japanese firm had argued that legally too much time has gone by and that it is no longer responsible, but the court called that claim an abuse of rights and a violation of the principle of good faith. To this, the Japanese Foreign Minister Taro Kono released a statement expressing deep regret. The ruling is unacceptable, he said, because it fundamentally shakes up the legislative grounds of Seoul-Tokyo ties. He also strongly urged the South Korean government to immediately take appropriate measures, or Japan will do all it can, including an international trial, to defend what he called the Japanese firm's illegal economic activities. Meanwhile, South Korea's foreign ministry said a meeting with related ministries is being held to formulate an official response and to determine how to move ahead together with Japan so that the latest ruling does not harm their diplomatic ties. Though only one of the 4 plaintiffs is still alive, there is hope that this could positively affect many other ongoing and potential trials involving Japanese firms and formerly enslaved Korean workers. Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.